it's Nicola Bird here from alittlepeaceofmind.co.uk. Today is O, and firstly, I really hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days of mixing it up a little bit and hearing from some different people in this field and some different perspectives. We're all pointing at the same thing, but the sanity behind life, right? But all in different ways. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And this one I have been really looking forward to because I saw something about this recently which was so helpful to me that how cool that I have a chance to jump on a video and share it with you. So O is about our business. And I know this might seem a little controversial, this video, but it's been so helpful for me to be reminded of this fact. So I'm going to share it anyway. And what I mean by our business is, and I want to refer to a Byron Katie kind of way that she teaches, like one of the things that she talks about. So Byron Katie talks about, you know, what's our business, what's their business, and what's God's business, right? And this is kind of what I've seen that's really helpful about this. And Byron Katie talks about the fact that the time we get into trouble is when we interfere in business that isn't ours to interfere with. So what I saw, I was talking to one of my colleagues, Barb Patterson, actually, and this is where I saw this. She made a passing comment about, I've realised that, it's not, she was talking about something, she said, that's not my job. Like, that's not my responsibility. And what I heard was kind of beyond that. I suddenly heard, oh, that's not our business. That's not my business. Now, this is the slightly controversial part, right? Creating and coming up with more ventilators, that's not my business. That's somebody else's business. Getting food onto supermarket shelves is not my business. That's someone else's business. Treating people in hospitals and making sure they get the best medical care, that's not my business. Getting staff back into the NHS, that's not my business. Keeping people off the streets, that's not my business. And what it seems to me is we've innocently taken on, like, I need to worry about more ventilators, I need to worry about more food, I need to worry about my relatives, I need to worry about. And I realise that none of that is my business. It's other people's business. And the reason that might be a little controversial is like, well, that's all right for you, Nick. Someone's got to worry about it. And I'm so grateful for the people whose business it is to be doing that. But it gave me an opportunity to say, well, what is my business? Because if it's not my business to be getting more ventilators, filling up supermarkets with food and making sure the pharmacies are well stocked, then I don't need to give it a second thought. What I can do is take care of my business, right? And my business, seems to me, is helping people feel less worried, right? Or helping them have a different relationship to worry. That's my business, right? That's part of my world. Making sure that my children are safe, that's my business. Making sure that I'm in the best possible health I can be. That's how I help the ventilator situation, by the way. By seeing what I can see and staying in a space of love and calm, my immune system is better. I'm less likely to need a ventilator, medication, emergency services. That's my business. Keeping myself healthy. Making sure that I go out once a day to exercise, that's my business. Going and actually finding food in supermarkets isn't my business. My husband's taken on that responsibility. Now, at some point, that might be my business, but at the moment it isn't, so I don't have to give it a second thought. So there are areas, calling my mum every day, that's my business, right? Making sure that she stays inside, not my business. She is staying inside, but that's not my business, right? And what I see is we've taken on so many jobs that are other people's business, and then we've given ourselves the job of worrying about them like we could do anything about them when they're none of our business. So this isn't washing our hands of responsibility, but this is looking and seeing, my goodness, bringing some sunshine into the world so that this being at home thing is actually quite pleasant is not my business. That's God's business. How far and fast this virus goes and what its repercussions are, oh my goodness, not our business, right? Like totally uncharted territory. Finding a immune, and what's it called? Vaccine, right? Not my business, but so cool that someone else's business is doing that. And so why I wanted to share this with you is because the realization of that, there are 3 or 4 things that are my business and nothing else is, took the whole lot of it off my mind. Freed me from the worry, freed me from the responsibility, freed me from the figuring it out, freed me from ever having to think about it again. Now, what is my business? Like I say, could shift and change. It might become my business to go to the supermarket. At the moment, it's my business to keep an income coming in. I'm the breadwinner of my family. So my responsibility is to provide the money for a family of 5, right? That's my business, right? As best I can. I have a whole heap of people coming through my programs and watching these videos, creating these videos. That's my business. That's not my husband's business. It's not your business to create these videos. That's my business. And so what I find time and time again is when we have an insight, invariably for me, it takes 90% off my to-do list. There's always less to do than I think. And when 90% of my to-do list falls off my thinking list, there I am back in this space of openness and back in a space where common sense and wisdom are free to flow through me and inspire me in the areas that are my business. Right? And so, I don't know, this is one of those videos where I'm sharing something that's so fresh and new for me to see, and it really excites me, and I just find myself remembering over and over again when I get caught up in thinking, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, that's not even your business. And then I drop the thought and I'm back in peace again. And then I am being true and in integrity with my business, which is being in a beautiful feeling as much of the time as I can, which A, is great for my immune system, B, is nice for other people who have to live in the same house as me, and C, shifts the consciousness of the planet. That's my business. So I hope that's been helpful to you. I don't know, maybe not so controversial, but we'll be back with another video for you again tomorrow. Take care.